Hey guys, so thought I'd give you guys here a quick update about what's going on with my, trying to get SiriProxy to work. So I've stopped to use Mac because it felt like, yeah, I didn't get anywhere. But today, Plamoni, like one of the guys behind SiriProxy, he basically have made a new installation video for SiriProxy that I will link in the description. It's a 12-minute long video, but it basically shows how you on Windows or in just Ubuntu or on a Mac can use a program like VirtualBox and then go ahead and install Ubuntu and then install SiriProxy. And very good video. It's pretty straightforward. It's very easy, or should I say very easy. It's not as hard as the Mac version, I think. And the instructions are there. It's very simple to follow, and I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you want to go ahead and try it to install SiriProxy on Ubuntu yourself. Or he also made Mac videos, but this is a long video, and just line by line exactly what you should write in the terminal. It's that easy, and that you just go ahead and update to latest Ubuntu. I'm using Ubuntu 10.10 or something, or 11.10 or whatever they're now calling it. Oh yeah, 11.10 of Ubuntu. You just go ahead and go to the dash home. Just fire up the terminal, and then just follow the instructions in his video. Okay, I have installed this SiriProxy. I've also installed the certificate on my FF4S, but one thing that doesn't work, or what I don't am able to do, is I can't start up like the proxy server on my Ubuntu machine. And I'm not sure why, but I'm not extremely high-tech geek that I know all of these coding stuff, but I think I'm being getting a pretty far long way into this. So the last thing is obviously to start up a server that will redirect the Siri traffic from Apple servers, guzoni.apple.com, to your own kind of computer through your own kind of DSN address. And basically, to start up the server, at the end you just type in rvm sudo SiriProxy server, and it's gonna ask for my password. Oh, damn. Okay, I failed there. As you can see, I'm not a pro on this. I'm just gonna restart it, I think. Yes, I'm gonna restart it. I'm not a pro on this, as I already said there. But also what I've seen here is that it seems like another guy used 10 hours ago, Tyler Strout on Twitter, said, "Do you want Windows instructions?" It seems like this guy and another one of his friends have been getting SiriProxy to work on a Windows machine. I mean, like like CMD, I think, or something like that. And that's kind of awesome. So he asked if he wanted instructions, and then Plamoni, the genius behind SiriProxy, basically said, okay, write the instructions. And if he's gonna do that, then that's kind of awesome, because it may get even easier, because right now it's pre-alpha, so it's kind of complicated if you don't know extremely that much about networking and stuff like that, because there's a lot of DSN address, your internal IP. Okay, maybe not extremely high-tech geeky hard, but it takes some time if you aren't used to these kinds of things. So let's just fire up the terminal again, and let's see, can we get it to work this time? SiriProxy, but I mean, also it's fun. You learn a lot of things, even though you may not get it to work, get it up and running. Okay, so there we go. You can see it says starting SiriProxy on port 443. Now I'm not sure how to stop the SiriProxy, but yeah, I just reboot my VirtualBox or my VMware workstation I'm using. But as you can see, it says starting SiriProxy on port 443, and then it should pop up more like data. But I think just as Plamoni said to another guy that had the same issue, that probably some kind of DNS issue. And also when I when I open up here and type in ifconfig to see my kind of internal IP address, I can see that it's 192.168.210.129. But it's a little confusing because I'm running it in a virtual box. I'm running it in a virtual box here. So, okay, first of all, this is my adapter I'm using on my Windows machine. That then basically my Ubuntu machine is using. I'm just sharing the connection over. So this is my adapter. If I go ahead and go to status, I can see it's using this internal IP address instead. 192.168.0.195. So I mean, I'm getting kind of confusing because he told Plamoni told that you should use this internal IP address as the DNS server when you connect your iPhone 4S to, I assume, your router. Yeah, I'm getting kind of confused because first of all, I have like an internal IP address on my computer, and then I have one in my virtual box, and then I should use one of those as the DNS server. I'm getting really confused. Okay, so I think you also gonna get kind of confused if you are not a networking guy or insane guy that spends 24/7 in coding and stuff like that. But it's fun. Finally, or hopefully, I will get it up and running someday, and that's gonna be kind of awesome. Also, I'm running this hotspot on my computer that's using my wireless adapter to connect wireless to my router, and usually I use this hotspot on my computer to connect my iPhone 4S to that one, and then connect to and then that Wi-Fi adapter that's a long range one could connect to my router. So I mean, it's kind of confusing. I mean, I have so many things, routers and stuff like that, and it's like hotspots and VirtualBox, and I mean, getting so many IP addresses, and it's getting a little confusing. But if we go to status here on this hotspot, we could basically see that it comes with the IP address 192.168.95.1. But then it basically said that you should use the internal IP address in Ubuntu as like the DNS server. And I'm just getting so confused. I mean, I'm not even sure what I should do. And then, I mean, you shouldn't have the same kind of internal IP address on iPhone 4S and on your computers, I assume. Only the right DNS server. So you connect your iPhone 4S to your router at home, and then use that internal IP address in Linux as a DNS server on your phone. I think that's how it should work, but not sure because it doesn't seem to work, and I'm getting really confused. It's like, yeah. So, pre-alpha, hopefully they will make it easier in the future, but I'm not sure. But if you want to go ahead and give it a go yourself, you can if you're running on Mac or if you are running on Linux. And Linux is obviously free for everyone, so if you have a computer over or something like that, want to play around, want to try it, see if you can get this to work. If you're better than me, go ahead and click on the link in description to the SiriProxy installation video. It's awesome, and you should watch it. See.